Hello. I want to welcome everybody to this special evening of Kevin Fischer comedy. There's also going to be some bands later. I want to thank Denny and Christopher for inviting me to come up and say a couple words before some of the bands. This is a great night to celebrate all the music that Cavity Search has brought to Portland. So let's just start it off with a big round of applause for Cavity Search. So many of all of our memories of Portland music originated with Denny and Christopher and Cavity Search, from that very first single, Hazel, seeing Steve Lacy live. The depth and breadth of the music that they have brought to Portland has been amazing. So thank you guys for that. This first, and also I want to just personally thank Denny for being a great friend, Christopher for being a great friend. Christopher is somebody that can make me laugh harder than anybody I've ever met in my life, which is awesome. Cavity Search doesn't necessarily, I don't necessarily think of comedy when I think of Cavity Search, which, same with the guy that's coming up next, actually. When Denny told me that Kevin Fischer was going to do some comedy, I said, why? Because I've met Kevin. And then he said, and he's going to be Kevin Fischer Faust and I thought, like a serial killer. It's like the three names, right? Kind of thing. I don't know why that was. Anyway, let's have a big round of applause for the comedy stylings of Kevin Fischer Faust.
Thank you, Matt. That was awesome. Maybe Christopher should be up here. All right, well, thanks. Thank you for being here tonight. And I will say I was a little nervous this morning until I was back in the green room. There's a green room here, and I was reading the Guinness Book of World Records, 2017 version. And I saw that in the Guinness Book of World Records, there's no world record for the amount of time that somebody stood up on a stage in front of people and unsuccessfully tried to get them to laugh. So, we might make history tonight. All right, very good, very good. No, err on the side of silence, and we'll do well tonight. All right, well, yeah, it is exciting. Cavity Search Records, 25 years. Christopher Cooper, Denny Swafford, my man. All right, well, hey, if you don't know them, introduce yourself to them tonight and thank them. Thank them for 25 years of awesome music, and thank them for their first comedy album. No kid. Denny told me this morning. I was so excited this morning when Denny told me that. He says he's going to release. This is going to be released. He said he's going to release a very limited edition, 6 to 8 vinyl. I said 100? He said no, 6 to 8. It'll be much more special that way. He's releasing a record, and look for it on the shelves. It's called Kevin Fischer Faust Organic. Yeah, I chose that title because it guarantees that at least 10% of the jokes will be rotten. So, yeah, keep it down. All right, well, yeah, the Kenton Club. I was back there in the green room, and does anyone know why it's the world-famous Kenton Club? Do you know who made it famous? Raquel Welch, exactly. Yep, she appeared here in a film and shot it right in this room, and this place became famous. But the green room has so many famous people back there. I don't know what he did here, but they wrote their names on the wall. They said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Amazing. I don't know what he did here. The great Shecky Green appeared here. Remember Shecky? Took some time out from the Catskills, came and played here. And I can't believe I'm on the same stage as the greatest performer ever, Mr. Sammy Davis Jr. There he was, right there. Old school. Remember, Mickey Rooney was here. And so was Mayor Sam Adams. I know. Sorry. Jokes like that, you worry you get picked up by the alt-right, and I am not part of the alt-right. I'm just a good old liberal douchebag. So, Yes, as you can see. All right.
What's up with the pan? Oh, yeah, turn
Show us
around.
your
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get on with it here. Let's do some knock-knock jokes. Knock-knock. Palestinian. Palestinian, who cares? Okay, stay with it. No, stay with it. Knock-knock. Israeli settler. Anti-Semites! You guys are doing great with this no laugh thing. Yeah. Sir Arthur Guinness is listening. He hears you through the taps. It's very good, very good. We're doing great. We're setting a record right here. I don't know, that joke killed in Gaza. I don't know. Lit the strip. Anyway, I'm glad to be back in Portland. You know, we got some problems here in Portland. Got huge problems in Portland. We got too many homes being built, too many cars, and too many homeless. I was listening to cable the other day, and they were talking about the homeless problem, and they said, well, you know, it's unfiltered capitalism, driving down the poverty line, chasing people out of their houses, top 1%, 99. I called the show and I said, hey, you know, I see all these homeless people, and I think they all have one thing in common. I don't think the 1% threw them out. I think that they were all thrown out by their roommates for being so goddamn messy. Oh, I don't know. I think my wife was right. She said, you know, you're not funny when you're trying to be funny. And then I do some stupid thing. I always say stupid things. And I said to her, oh yeah, well, hey, show me your funny bone. I'll give you a reach around. Some stupid thing like that. Really, really dumb. I don't know. I feel like we're getting a little off here. We're getting to the murky middle of the marmalade, you know. Time to talk about the G-spot, I think. Yeah. Well, I don't know anything about the G-spot. I never found the G-spot. I looked at, I went in Grey's Anatomy and it's not there. There's no picture of it because it's not there. You just got an old girlfriend said, you gotta be cool. You just be cool, you can find it. I said, I'm not cool. I tried a flashlight. That's not cool. Right? It was terrible the time I used to seeing eye dog, and that actually worked. But not for me. It was just the dog, and it was just a way to kill an afternoon. But thanks for laughing at that. You know, I'm up here with no safety net tonight. I have no safety net. It went away 2 weeks ago. My safety net on that joke was going to be, if you didn't laugh, I was going to say, you'd laugh if Louis C.K. said it. So it's gone. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, back to my wife and being funny. So I said to her, okay, let's try this if I'm trying to be funny. Let's try, who's your favorite comedian? And she said, the great Gallagher. I said, oh, remember Gallagher, the Sledge-O-Matic, watermelon, all place? I said, okay. When I'm pretending to be funny, you can pretend I'm Gallagher, and you can pretend you're sitting in the front row, and for once, you can wear the protection. All right, enough. Everyone, my wife's great. You all know my wife, she's great. We both won a CMA this year. Yep, Amy won the CMA Country Music Award. And I won a Comedy Mangler Alert or Award, or I don't know, something like that. I don't know. Anyway.
The new Neil Hamburger.
Never speak the master's name in public. Jesus Christ. Get some sagebrush. Smudge that man. My God. All right, well. Non sequitur about my wife, but I do think that prostitution should be legalized. I do. And it should be like a single-payer national system. We can call it Uber. I mean Lyft. Oh, shit, I always fuck that up. God, I hope Amanda gets rid of that Uber and I'll get that joke right. That is a great joke. That's a fabulous joke. You know, it's so hard to be witty and so easy to be shitty. That could be my new album, Danny. Number 2, Witty Shitty. All right, almost done. All right, we're in the home stretch, all right? So, all these things that are going on these days with, everything's going on in Hollywood, there's a great awareness, there's a great sea change that's happening, and I think it's very positive. I think, things like prostitution even, maybe we won't have prostitution anymore, right? It might just go away. I mean, you don't see prostitution much, you don't see prostitutes that much, and, at least not the good ones. But I am worried that strip clubs are going to disappear. Because, you know, and I don't go to strip clubs. You can put me on a lie detector. I do not go to strip clubs, okay? But when I'm going to church on Sunday, I pass one. And it's just comforting to know that it's there. It's just comforting, you know? Naked women inside. It's like, you know, it's like that 20 you keep in your wallet, you know, for safety. Just like a little safety net for an emergency. I keep mine in singles, but I've never taken it out. Never taken it out. All right, well, maybe I need to kind of get more with it because these millennials, they don't get me at all. Especially the millennial women. I mean, when I'm in a room with a millennial woman, especially if we're alone, she gets all uptight, and I don't know. So I have two reasons. I got two possibilities. First possibility is worldly, right? I'm worldly, charming, very intimidating. But actually, all these millennial women could be mind readers. All right. Well, there's an old saying in comedy, when you back yourself in a corner, just take a shit and say goodnight. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it for Richard Lewis. All right, one of the things that I most admire about Cavity Search Records is the continuity that they bring to the art of the music here in Portland. Case in point, Mr. Pete Krebs, who first single that they put out, Cavity Search, of course, was Hazel. Pete's part of that little outfit. And over the years, Pete has done, in my opinion, he's sort of the David Bowie of the music scene. He's done so many different amazing things. Let's have a big round of applause for Pete Krebs.